It is February 6, 2025, and this is the latest news for Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. Again, I do the news for visitors and expats to Medellin, Colombia, or anywhere else in Colombia for that matter, and for those who want to see the news in English. For everybody who takes a second and go down and hit like, you all right. That's right. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the support. I had a ball there. Let's jump into the news right away. In arrest of police news. Didier Orlando Palacios Padilla, an officer at the maritime checkpoint in Capergana, Choco, is on trial for allegedly misusing official stamps and falsifying documents to facilitate the entry and irregular exit of foreign citizens. The Attorney General's office claims he was part of a transnational migrant trafficking network using his position to allow the irregular departure of vulnerable people. If proven, these actions would be a serious human rights violation. This is the first time charges for migrant trafficking have been brought against a Colombian official. Meanwhile, Panama reported a 94% decrease in migrant passage through the Darien jungle as of January 31st, 2025, compared to the same period in 2024. In Colombian migration news, 43 Colombians deported from Panama have arrived in Medellin. Colombian immigration have confirmed the arrival in Medellin of 43 Colombian citizens deported from Panama. The reception of the compatriots was carried out jointly with the Department of Social Prosperity in compliance with the provisions of Gustavo Petro. The announcement was made through the social networks of Medellin Colombia, who indicated that the compatriots are already in the country of origin. This procedure is part of the immigration policies implemented by the government to regularize the situation of Colombians abroad. In Colombian Mexico migration news, a Colombian doctor, Juan Carlos Restrepo, reported being mistreated at Cancún airport, where he was denied entry to Mexico. Restrepo claims he was called a criminal and detained for hours without explanation. He was eventually sent back to Colombia. This incident highlights a troubling trend, as many Colombians have faced similar treatment at Mexican airport. The Colombian government is aware of the issue and is working to address it. Restrepo's experience has sparked outrage and calls for better treatment of Colombians. This situation underscores the need for improved diplomatic relations and fair treatment of all travelers. There's been a strange comparison by President Petro. Colombian President Gustavo Petro sparked controversy by claiming that cocaine is no worse than whiskey during a Council of Ministers meeting.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He argued that cocaine's illegal status is due to its production in Latin America rather than health risks. Petro suggested that legalizing cocaine would dismantle the trafficking business and redirect funds to public health policies. He also criticized the U.S. for its handling of the fentanyl crisis and questioned the legality of other substances like vapes. Petro's remarks have ignited intense debate within Colombia and internationally. On this story, I had to ask myself, are these two things the same?
No, not a chance. No, not at all. No, none of us not agrees. A chance. Nope, we're all never have. Nope, none of us are going to say that.
Well, you see my answer. Next up, accused of sicko crimes, an update. Richard Vincent Opalinsky, a 48-year-old American known as El Químico, was released after a judge in Bello, Colombia, revoked his precautionary measure. Opalinsky, accused of exploiting young ones and supplying narcotics, has been arrested since February 2024. Authorities found illicit substances and evidence of abuse in his rented house. He allegedly forced minors to consume illicit substances and threatened them if they did not comply. Opalinsky had entered Colombia 65 times since 2001. In 2023, Colombia denied entry to 5,600 potential sicko offenders, with 42 foreigners barred entry due to alerts from the Angel Watch platform. A Moroccan citizen was arrested at José María Córdova International Airport in Rio Negro, Antioquia, for illicit substance trafficking. The man wanted by Interpol was detained by Medellin Colombia during a background check. He is considered one of the most wanted traffickers worldwide and is now awaiting extradition. In a related incident, a French citizen, Nabil Abida, was also arrested at the same airport for trafficking. Both arrests were coordinated by the police and Interpol. Over to Barranquilla. Barranquilla is gearing up for its 2025 Carnival with a series of pre-Carnival events that began on January 18th. Key events include the following. On February 7th, Special and Relationship Dances Festival. February 8th, Traditional Weekend Compriser Festival. February 9th to the 18th, River of Traditions at Parque Cultural del Caribe. February 22nd, Huachanera. February 27th, Baila la Calle. February 28th, Coronation of the Carnival King. These events set the stage for the vibrant Carnival celebrations in Barranquilla. In music and police work, during a caravan led by an American music producer and a reggaeton singer, an agent of the Medellin Mobility Secretariat was assaulted. The incident occurred in the underground Parques del Rio area, wherein the officer tried to address a blockade involving a pickup truck, a convertible car, and 6 motorcycles. The motorcycles attempted to knock the officer off his motorcycle, but he managed to avoid falling. The caravan, which included urban artist Yongambi and producer Pierre, continued towards Comuna 16, which is Belén, while the officer reported the incident. The Medellin Department of Mobility is investigating this case using the LPR cameras to identify the vehicles involved. Yogambi posted a video of the incident on social media, claiming they were recording a music video and were unfairly targeted. In Colombia, U.S. oil news, Colombian President Gustavo Petro has asked the state oil company Ecopetrol to halt its fracking operations in the U.S. during a Council of Ministers meeting. Petro instructed the Minister of Mines and Energy to ensure Ecopetrol sells its stake in the Permian fracking project. This request follows Ecopetrol's recent contract extension with its American partner Oxy to continue fracking in Texas's Permian Basin. Petro, a strong opponent of fracking, emphasized the need to transition to clean energy and invest the funds from the sale into renewable energy projects in Colombia. He criticized the slow pace of this transition and reiterated his stance against fossil fuels. Over to Bogotá. At El Dorado Airport, 2 men attempted to rob a Chilean woman by pretending to be a federal police officer. A security guard alerted a nearby police officer who confronted the suspects. The men ignored the officer's order and tried to flee, attempting to ram the officer with their car. In response, the officer fired his weapon, injuring the driver and capturing the suspect. The injured suspect later passed at a medical center. Both men had criminal records, and one had a valid arrest warrant. The vehicle used in the crime is now under investigation by the prosecutor's office. In Cali transportation, on February 4th, Cali's Secretary of Tourism, Mabel Lara, announced that Aeromexico is opening a new direct route to Santiago de Cali. This development is expected to boost the region's air connectivity and promote Cali as a key tourist destination. Lara highlighted this achievement as a significant step forward in the city's recovery and international positioning.
Remember, if you need to ship any goods to Medellin, Colombia, or anywhere else in Colombia, or anywhere else in the Caribbean, Caribbean Shipper got you covered. CaribbeanShipper.com.
In local sports, Barrio 94, founded by childhood friends Juan David Gomez and Tomas Orrego in 2022, promotes street basketball culture in Colombia. Initially a clothing brand, it evolved into a platform showcasing basketball talent through social media and events. Supported by public institutions and figures like Maluma and DJ Pope, Barrio 94 organizes street basketball tournaments across Medellin and other Colombian cities. Their events feature 4 versus 4 half-court games with street rules attracting diverse participants. Barrio 94 aims to connect investors with the basketball community, creating opportunities for its players. They also plan to expand globally, promoting basketball culture and community engagement through sports, music, and local entrepreneurship. Lastly, in national sports, in Medellin, 21 giant screens will be set up across various comunas and the districts on February 6th to broadcast the Superliga final between Atlético Nacional and Bucaramanga. The match, starting at 7:30 p.m. at America José Montini Stadium in Bucaramanga, will decide the first trophy of the year. The overall score is tied at 1-1 after the first leg. Fans are encouraged to enjoy this event peacefully and respectfully. The game will be available on Win Plus Football and Win Play. Expectations are high for an exciting and memorable match. I am back. I am glad to be back. There's nothing like home. There's no place like home. While I had a good time in resorts and nice Airbnbs and meeting all you guys, there's nothing like coming home. Let me tell you, nothing like coming home. I know where everything is. I can move around and things are where they're supposed to be instead of having to hunt around. Where did I put this? Where did I put that? Did I put this in this bag or that bag? I know where everything is. But it was a phenomenal trip, as I stated on my live last night. So I hope you guys join me on the live. I may try to do a couple of videos a week and then at least one additional live, just so I can communicate with you guys. You give me feedback. Is it worth it doing the lives? You tell me. Again, if there's anybody that lives in Bejo, let me know. Like I talked to someone last night. I'd like to know exactly from somebody who lives there. And if you're in any other part of Colombia and you're an expat, because expats lay in the cut. They chill. They're in the shadows. They don't want to be out chilling in Parquilleros all the time. They just chilling in life and just, they got their lady or they don't got their lady or whatever. They're just enjoying themselves in life and living that life without having to worry about what's going on here. Don't watch the news, guys. Get you a VPN, but don't watch the news. Anyway, I need the feedback from the expats because you guys have a different perspective. I am learning there are different people that are there for different reasons. Not the guys who go down, for a few days for the ladies and then come back. I'm talking about the rest of the guys, the expats, my old friends that used to be over at Sweet Georgia Cafe. Where are you guys at now? You over at Jamasita? If you are, let me know. Give me some feedback, guys. I need to know. Other guys need to know. Let's put it that way. I take that information and then disseminate it to others. But you are appreciated. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the donations. You guys are a blessing. Remember, travel, but travel safe.
Day light, all night light, let's get it light, let's get it light, let's get it light, day light.
So, hey, girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This why I watch dcbornrob.
Kini excited, dili na mag-online. Kung sabay dugayan, chika babes kay nasulan. Idol ipadulan, ako ang padulan. Karamay lumluman, dili-dili natuluman. Ay, shock pa, makaloka-loka. Si Bona sexy, lawas murag Coca-Cola. Ang kanyag ni mo sa akong kalibutan nga saag. Wala ko ikatubag, ikaw ra kong matawag. Murag kagabun sa kabugnaw sa taas. Sa imong paghawas, lawas ni mo labas. Sinut walay gas-gas, ako amo baspas.
Yo, it's dcbornrob, beat the stream, daily dose. East Coast swagger, hit you with that travel pros. Colombia trips, Medellin tips on the real. Stay safe, stay aware, what's the deal? News on lock, know the blocks before you walk. Stick to the doors, avoid that shady talk. Urban jungle vibes for miles, it's hot. Keep your eyes and ears open, dots to connect the plot. For your journey, pack your mind, strap it tight. Travel safe insurance just in case, day or night. Rob's the plug, got the news tips to thrive. Medellin's your oyster, just stay wise to stay alive. Link up or sink, use the wisdom that's your shield. Guided tours, soak the culture, streets revealed. Wondrous spots, safe zones, that's the key. dcbornrob's the name, bringing you the clarity. Roll smart, roll deep with that travel wisdom. Medellin's a charm line, it's the hazards that glisten. Follow the guide, navigate the pave. dcbornrob, for your peace, make that trip safe. Hit the airport, got the passport stamp clean. Dream destination, life a vibrant scene. Cautious moves is your grooves, play your part. dcbornrob coming through, future-proof street smart.